Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about one of my favorite artists. Her name is Sandy Skoglund, and she's hard to pin down as far as like talking about what kind of artist she is. But just a little bit about her. Like I said, her name is Sandy Skoglund, and she was born in 1946 in Massachusetts, and she's still making artwork today. Like I said, she's a really successful, big artist, one of my favorites. And if you check out her work, she's kind of considered a photographer, so meaning she takes pictures with a camera. But she's more than that because she doesn't do what most photographers do. She doesn't go around and look for things to take a picture of. She actually sets them up and creates them. So in some ways, she's a sculptor because if you look at her work, she builds things that she puts in her photographs. She's also what's called an installation artist, which is where you take a space, like a room or a gallery, and you change it in a way to make the whole space a piece of artwork. But the end result is a photograph. So it's a really staged, planned out photograph. And she's, when you classify her work, a lot of people consider her a surrealist. And lots of you know what surrealism is because we've talked about it before. But surrealist art is artwork that is kind of interested in what's going on in your thoughts, like what's going on in your mind. Things that could never, they look real, but they couldn't really happen in life. So things that might just happen in a dream or just in your imagination. So not abstract because it looks real, but just kind of so weird or impossible that it could only happen in a dream or in your imagination. And you can definitely see that when you check out her work. So in that way, she's a surrealist. Also in her work, you can really see a connection to certain elements of art. And most of her work, you can see how she's thought a lot about color, either highlighting just one certain color or making an entire installation just monochromatic, so one single color and that's it, or using contrasting colors or complementary colors. Other photographs, you can see texture, so using materials that have like a really interesting or noticeable texture and covers an entire space with that. Also, pattern and repetition is really, really present in her work as well. Sometimes you can see in one photograph or installation, you can see all of those elements present. And sometimes you really just see that she focuses on one. So I want you to check out some of her work. And then we're going to do a project that is inspired by Sandy Skoglund. All right. So I hope you enjoy her work and I hope you enjoy this project. Okay. So I've gone around and I've collected some objects. Some are toys, books, records, building blocks, and I focused on two elements of art for this part, shape and color. So as you can see, all the shapes that I've collected are either square or rectangle, and then the colors are all warm. So I've got red, yellow, and orange. And then I've actually put them on this cushion, which is also a big warm colored square, a big yellow square. And I'm going to arrange them in a way and take a photo of it, just like Sandy Skoglund would do. So I'm going to start putting them around in a space. Now I've got them arranged more or less how I want to, and I can always change it around. And I'm going to frame it up and snap a photo of it. Here's another option I did with some colorful toy bugs. And this is my sister's family, and you can see that they've done self-portraits, kind of taking after Sandy Skoglund and focusing on one color for each portrait. So it's kind of like monochromatic. Um, this is a professional photographer, my brother-in-law, so they look pretty awesome. But you can see they've set up the photo to focus on color each time.